Get started, Coach?
Ready to go.
Okay, so we're going to start with Dasher, and then we're going to go to Jim.
Hey, Coach, how much did y'all talk before this game about keeping that momentum going from the Vanderbilt series and not let this game sneak up and bite you?
Well, we actually talked about it Saturday in right field after the game. Say, hey, enjoy this. This is an awesome series victory, and enjoy our post game meal. Get on the bus, enjoy it, have some fun. But when you wake up tomorrow morning, the calendar switches over, and we got a new week, and we got to get ready to play Georgia State and be ready to go and keep that momentum. So yeah, we certainly talked about it. We were able to practice on Monday, which is odd. Usually have a day off before Tuesday, which really drives us crazy. Tuesday games sometimes are tough because your day, you're off right before you play. But we were able to practice yesterday. We talked about it again, and I thought we played pretty well. Certainly gave up a couple runs there in the ninth, which was disappointing. But bottom line, Max DeYoung got his first appearance. It was great to see him out there. And then Brandon Smith, 13 months out from Tommy John surgery. That's a big deal to get back on the mound. After the last time he was on that mound under the lights, his elbow blew up. And so I'm proud of him. He's worked really hard to get back. He was up to 94. Didn't work out the way that he wanted it to, but it was encouraging to see him back out there.
Just kind of follow up on some injuries a little bit. I mean, I know Garrett had to leave the game today. Fernando, he's a little bit banged up too. Gonzalez.
Fernando's shoulder was bothering him. He missed Saturday and Sunday. He wasn't able to play at Vanderbilt. I'm sorry, Friday and Saturday, games 2 and 3. Just a little shoulder soreness, nothing serious. But we were down several guys today. Everybody's healthy. Nobody's suspended. Everybody's being good. But use your imagination. We've got a few guys that are out because of the thing that we're dealing with right now. And those guys, some of those guys will be back Sunday. So we're a little shorthanded. We were a little nervous about today's game. We were waiting on a phone call today. We were a phone call away from not playing tonight and maybe even this weekend. That's how scary this thing is. But we're good to go. We're good to play this weekend. And we're a couple guys short. But those guys will be back. The guys that weren't able to play tonight will be able to play Sunday. And then Blaylock and Riley King, it was just precautionary. They got dinged. They fouled. Blaylock got hit by a pitch, and Riley King fouled a ball off his knee. So those guys are fine. We just took them out as a precaution.
All right, thanks, man.
Hey, Coach, talking about the offense, y'all, it's 9 runs, I think, in 3 of the past 4. What is clicking with the offense right now? I know they took 8 walks tonight. Is it patience that's, made the difference? Is it just, guys getting hot at the right time? What's clicking for the offense right now?
Well, in the first inning, I thought we just had a ton of really good at-bats, had a lot of 2-strike hits and had some 2-out hits. So that gave us that cushion. And that happens all the time. You see a team jump up early, and it's almost like, okay, we got this one. And then you just don't score. The offense stops. And I thought Chandler Dawson, I'm sorry, did a nice job for them kind of settling the game down and keeping them in it. But overall, I thought we had some good at-bats, and we did get some free bases with some walks and hit by pitches. And a couple guys got some big hits, and then we were able to score late there on those walks. So, bottom line is the offense is doing pretty well. And I thought the pitchers were really good tonight. Just unfortunately, we gave up some runs there in the ninth.
Do you feel like this team is maybe playing with some renewed confidence right now? I mean, it's hard to think they're not, after you take 2 or 3 from the number 1 team in the country. Yeah,
you're right. Guys, we went into Vanderbilt with a little chip on our shoulder and, felt like we had something to prove. We hadn't played particularly well. It didn't feel like we were playing bad, but we weren't playing good enough to win series, which we needed to pick it up. So, we all challenged the guys to step up, and they did that. They answered the bell. And I think that we're playing with a little bit more swagger than what we've had. And we've got to keep that. We got to continue to have it. So we got to have a good practice tomorrow, another one on Thursday to get ready for Kentucky.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, next we're going to go to Davis and Tori.
Hey, Coach, a little bit like what Jed just asked, but 8 walks tonight for you guys. You talked about being a little bit too sped up a couple weeks ago. I just want to know if you think that that's been one of the biggest reasons for the offensive resurgence.
Yeah, I mean, I think you look at Ben Anderson. And Ben Anderson's, had 2 more walks tonight. He had, several walks at Vanderbilt. And heck, it was just about 3 weeks ago. I remember getting on like, man, you got 2 walks all year. And now he's got like 18 walks. So, Ben Anderson, in order for us to be really good, your leadoff guy has to be good. I mean, that's no secret. Every team's leadoff guy has got to be successful. Like with Vanderbilt, they're so good because of Bradfield. and we were able to shut him down a little bit, and that kind of negates the offense some. So Benny Anderson is a really important part of our offense, and him getting on base has really helped.
And then also I've got to ask, how close was the Corey Collins foul ball line drive to you? It looked like he gave everybody in the dugout a pretty good scare.
About 2 feet. And, he knew a fastball was coming. He was in a fastball count, and he spun, and it's really rare to have a fastball come that direction on a pull, the opposite field. We had one at Vanderbilt that went over my head that was fairly close to me. But yeah, it was probably about 2 feet, and it would have got me good because my reaction is not what it used to be. That's for sure.
Hey, Coach, you mentioned those runs you guys gave up in the top of the ninth, but how important is it to get those freshman pitchers in there and let them get those reps when you're up in a game like this?
Yeah, well, getting Max DeYoung out there for the first time was important. Max got a really good arm. Again, you saw he's up to 94 miles an hour, and he just was going through arm soreness, so he had to go through rehab. He's been ready to pitch in the game for 2 weeks. We just finally got him out there. And then again, Brandon Smith, we wanted to get him out there. And, at some point, we felt like that was the right time to do it. I hate it didn't work out for him. He deserved better. But Liam Sullivan is really good, and he's just had a couple of tough outings, and we wanted him to get, so that could be big for him and also for us to be able to shut things down there in the ninth and get those big outs.
And what kind of relationship do you see in the bullpen and on the pitching staff between the younger guys and the more veteran guys?
Well, our older players are really, really good to our younger guys. And that's just something that we've stressed since we've been here to make sure that when those freshmen come in, that they've got the help from the upperclassmen. And our older guys are just so good with our younger players and very encouraging. We've got so many freshmen, but our older guys, when you look at, an older guy like Mason Meadows, who's catching, all those guys all the time in the bullpen, and Riley King and Logan Moody and Darren Pasqua, those older guys, Webb, they've taken those young kids under their wing, and they do a great job with them.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, so that's all the time we have with Coach. Thanks, Coach. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
And we're going to be joined